Hello and welcome back to our Final Fantasy X HD Platinum walkthrough. In the last episode we beat Seymour Flux, which allows us to proceed through Mount Gagazet on our exciting trip to Zanarkand. I call it exciting, but it's not. We're about to enter one of the more annoying parts of the game. It's relatively short though. I guess you could call it a dungeon, but I don't know if I would. Now, between these pillars on the left is the Jupiter crest, I think? Saturn crest, perhaps. The Saturn crest, there we go. So, make sure you pick that up. That's part of a celestial weapon for somebody. I can't remember, I think it's for Kimari, but I can't remember off the top of my head. Make sure you pick it up anyway. You don't want to have to come back here later, do you? I mean, really. Wow! Now, I agree with her wow, because we're about to sit through a 10-minute long flashback cutscene thing, which is interesting from a story perspective, but not that interesting to sit through. This FMV is nice, but the following part is not presented particularly well. There's a big swirly water. Is it the life stream? This is in Final Fantasy VII. I don't know.
Our faith.
Yep. Load of faith stuck into a big wall.
A summoning.
What could they be
Someone is
summoning?
using these faith.
It's a mystery.
Someone is drawing energy from all of them.
But who?
Who wields power on this scale? And what could they be calling?
It's a mystery.
Hey, you know something, don't ya? Spill the beans.
Look not to others for knowledge. This is your journey too.
Uni might die, you know?
I ain't telling you
No.
shit.
Arin's right.
Huh?
This is our... This is my story.
What about Waka? Is it Waka's story?
What?
No, he's not the main character. Oh no, brain damage. Okay. Well, I call it a flashback. It's more of a dream sequence than a flashback. So here we go! Once we get through the loading screen. So here we are, on the boardwalk, back in Zanarkand. You can already tell, I mean, you remember the start of the game. Zanarkand has a very distinct look to it, unlike anywhere else in the game. So we're back at Tidus' house. And the quickest way to get through this is to head straight into his house. There's nothing to find here, there's no items, there's no exploration. So just head through his door, like so. We'll be inside his house then. Now, there's nothing in here either, but if you just walk into the center of the room, you'll start a cutscene. Hey, it's Bahamut. Or it's the little kid who provides Bahamut. The faith of Bahamut. Oh, I don't know the kid's name, so I'm going to call him Bahamut.
But that wasn't the first time we met.
No, sir.
I've known about you for a long time.
Yes, you've been hassling me since the start of the game. That's correct.
I feel like I know you too. Where are we?
Silly, don't recognize your own home?
Yes, but clearly we're in some sort of dream sequence here.
What's gotten into you, hey?
It's Waka.
Wake up!
It's Riku.
Wake up!
Wait,
Has the penny dropped,
this is a
Tidus?
dream.
It has. Well done. I applaud you.
A dream? Are you crazy? I don't have time to be dreaming now.
Oh boy.
You're wrong. It's
You're
not
wrong.
that you're dreaming. You are a dream.
There we have it, folks.
Wait a
What
second.
the hell's he talking about? You have a dream. A dream boat. A real dreamy guy. With your curly hair. Oh my. No. No, he'll explain in further detail what he means. Here we go.
Long ago, there was a war.
Yeah, with Machina, right?
Yes, a war between Zanarkand and Bavel. Bavel's Machina assured their victory from the start. Spira had never seen such power. The summoners of Zanarkand didn't stand a chance.
Well, that's too bad for them.
Zanarkand was doomed to oblivion.
Oblivion.
That's why we tried to save it, if only in a memory.
What did you do?
The remaining summoners and the townspeople that survived the war,
I'm with you so
they
far.
all became faith. Faith for the summoning.
Summoning of what?
The summoning. You mean sin?
Good idea,
No.
Titus.
I mean, this place.
Oh,
A Zanarkand that never sleeps.
I see.
Oh, what?
I don't
The
see.
dreams of the faith summoned the memories of the city.
Oh,
They
oh,
summoned all the buildings, all the people who lived there.
what? Where?
People. What? They're all dreams?
Yes. No, maybe. They're all Aeons. What?
Me? Too?
Yes, you're a dream of the faith. You,
Huh?
your father, your mother, everyone. All dreams. And if the faith stopped dreaming,
Okay. The faith can be doing one thing. But who's summoning this city? You need a summoner to summon an Aeon from a faith. And this dream Zanarkand is a giant Aeon. Who's summoning it? I don't understand. Maybe it's not an Aeon. Maybe it's a distinct thing. But it seems to be a physical location that Sin can visit. And suck people away and drop a physical person into Spira. But I don't know.
No! So what if I'm a dream?
So what if I'm a dream?
I like being here.
Alright, whatever.
we've
Don't be
been
a baby
dreaming
about it.
so long. We're tired.
He does a tired voice say that. We're tired.
You and your father, would you let us rest?
No,
Both you and your father have been touched by sin.
I want to live.
Sin, the one around whom all Spira, the spiral, revolves.
What are you saying?
These riddles, mysteries, enigmas. Nonsense.
You two are more than just dreams now.
Wake up! Wake up, please!
Wakey,
Just a little more,
wakey.
and maybe,
Eggs and bacon. Get up.
maybe you are the dream that will end our dreaming at last.
That's philosophical shit right there. Shakes his head. Okay, so Titus isn't a real human being. He is an imaginary human being. Dreamed by the faith. And so is Jack. But Jack is sin.
Hey, we were so worried about you.
You okay?
Don't worry.
I'm okay.
He's fine.
Happened.
Nothing. I blacked out. I was dreaming.
How you gonna explain
called
that
me.
to anybody, though? I'd like
And
to.
I woke up. Nothing like a good nap. Well, I'm ready. Let's go.
Yay! Let's press on, shall we? So let's walk. Whoa. What am I doing? Nothing. Let's walk past the faith wall here. Kind of creepy. But anyway. Now we will enter the Caves of Gagazet, the Mount Gagazet cave system. I'm probably going to call this caves. But anyway, you'll fight a lot of the same enemies you fought on the slopes of Mount Gagazet here, plus some new ones. Nothing too dangerous though. I think it's actually a little bit easier than the last area. Now here's a behemoth. These guys do a lot of damage, but as long as you use Power Break with Orin, first chance you get, you'll be fine. They're not that dangerous. So save there and head immediately to the left and down this slope. That hole in the ground there will be filled in later, but for now we can't pass by there. So instead head down to the water.
Looks like we got a job to do, yeah?
Yeah. So this is the area I was talking about way back in Bavel, in the Via Purifico.
If it gets dangerous, pull out quick.
About how there was one more area where we had to swim. This is
Be
it.
careful, okay?
So like all swimming areas, you can only use the swimming characters. Waka, Tidus, and Riku. The enemies here are not amazingly dangerous. In fact, some of them are just the piranhas from the start of the game with a little bit more health. A little bit more damage, but they still die very easily. There's sort of a big bull shark thing with horns. And little things that look like Quetzalcoatl, the GF from Final Fantasy VIII. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. God help you if you can pronounce it. Tell me how. They look like him, and if you attack them, they charge up, and their attack power goes up. And I'll point them out in a little short intro to the videos. But for now, make sure your party of 3 has their health topped up, and swim along. So here you got the piranhas, you got the bull shark things. I don't know their names off the top of my head. It doesn't matter. Now, you saw as we were entering the battle, there's a turn off to the right there. There's no point going down there. There's nothing there. Now, you see the Quetzalcoatl jellyfish looking things. I don't know what they're. I'll just show. I mugged him, but you attack one. Eventually. I fast forwarded this. But I just want to show the charging. So, charging. He's nearly dead. But he's charged up his attack power there. So his next attack will do more damage because he's been hit. Now here we arrive at the first trial of Gagazet, as they call it. Now you want to hit the thing in the center, that glowing light, with a ball. So you got to time it. Boom. You see, after you press X, it takes maybe 2 seconds. If you hit it... Whoa! Too late. If you hit X about halfway through the barrier, like that, you'll get through. But there's another barrier inside. So, honestly, rather than try and time them both, I just figure out the timing for the outside one and keep throwing. And you will eventually hit the one in the center, and you'll get through. Now, much later on in the game, to fight a Dark Aeon, we'll have to do that again, and it'll be really fast and really hard. But for now, it's easy. You'll notice this chest appeared behind Tidus, and up there, with a level 1 key sphere. Nothing amazing, but hey, a free level 1 key sphere, who's going to say no to that? Ain't nobody going to say no to that. Now I'm going to take the right turn here, and just show you what's down there. There's nothing accessible from here, but you will be able to see some treasure chests that we'll be able to get a little bit later on down there. One of them has a skill sphere, I think, or a return sphere maybe, and the other one has some weapon or something, I can't remember, but we'll see when we get there. For now, we're just going to swim back and return to the save point and find our way to the second trial of Gagazet, because there are 3 trials in all. Actually, no, there's 2. I can't remember. I think there's 2. We have to go to every corner of this cave looking for items anyway, so don't worry about it. Now, these enemies are no big deal. The Araman, the flying eyeball, will die in 1 hit from Waka. And that big, scary dual horn looking thing with the 4 horns, all he seems to do is charge up a fireball and then hit everybody for 300 damage. He's very, very non-threatening, despite how he looks. There's Quick Pockets. It's behind 5 level 4 key spheres. It's a useful ability. It lets you use an item without wasting a turn, but it is not worth going out of your way for now. We'll get it later. I'm leaving Riku beside that level 3 lock for now, but I will actually move her on long before I get a level 3 key sphere. I was being very hopeful, very optimistic. Now save, because we're doing everything in parts here, and you might as well save just in case. There are some strong enemies here. I got jump, so I thought I'd get my health back up. Now you head up here and turn to the left. Right? Whoop. Just constant battles in here. The counter rate is very high. I've also reached a point where my inventory is now full. So, unfortunately, at the end of every battle where I get a drop, an equipment drop or a weapon drop, I now have to discard something else. So I warned you about that a couple of videos ago, so hopefully you've sold off some stuff and you have some room. Or you might just have room anyway, I don't know. You might have hit the limit long before I did. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm going to customize a weapon for Waka. You don't have to do this, it's just something that occurred to me that I had this 3-slot weapon and I could put another bit of damage onto it. So you can see how many items I have. I got too many, so I'm trying to find one. So there we go. I had it there and then I lost it. So there. There's a switch hitter with strength plus 5%. I'm going to add strength plus 10% and then strength plus 3% to create something called a force. What is that? 5. Didn't even see the name of it. But it's a stronger ball for Waka. It's going to increase his damage a little bit. And since he's one of my damagers alongside Orin, it just makes sense to give him that strength plus whatever percent that you can. The plus 10% costs a skill sphere, I think, so it's up to you whether you want to do it. I think it's worth it myself. Now, unlike the last swimming section where there was a divergent path, there's nothing here to lead you astray. So just follow it to the end, you'll be fine. I must have gotten a equipment drop there and just wanted to take a look at it. But as you can see, it was obviously nothing too impressive. Automed, actually, yes, I did equip that. Now, Automed is a useful ability where as long as you have the item to cure a status effect, the character will automatically use it if they get hit by something. So, say you get hit by darkness, if you have eye drops in your inventory, Waka would throw them up straight away, cure his darkness, and not waste a turn. This is a very simple and obvious puzzle. Riku goes green, Tidus goes blue, Waka will automatically go to what should be orange, but is clearly red. It matches both their size and their sphere grid colors. And a chest spawns just below the puzzle. So you're going to want to pick that up. It's a fortune sphere. I get jumped twice trying to get down to the chest, which is very annoying. It's a little hard to reach, because diving is kind of hokey in this game. There we go, there's our fortune sphere. Now let's book it out of here. So I'm going to cut out swimming back, because that takes a kind of a long time. Or maybe I'm not. Maybe I do that later? Could have sworn I did it here. Maybe it's after the next battle. I gotta do the sphere grid first anyway. So some agility for Tidus, plus 4. And he's also beside a level 3 lock, which I'm not going to hang about by, because there's only some strength behind it. Now while strength is useful for Tidus, it's not that useful. So whatever. I guess I'm swimming back the long way here. Thought I cut it out. Must have cut something else out. Never mind. So now we're back in the main area of the cave. And what I'm going to do is head straight back to the save sphere. Just to get my bearings, get my health. Those stairs have appeared now, and they will lead you out of the cave. But there's still items to get. Now this is a dark flan. They have all elemental damage, but they're not that scary. If you hit them with armor break, you can do normal physical damage to them and kill them very easily. You can also mug them for lunar curtains or something. Something useful like that, you know. Everyone loves lunar curtains, right? So now we're back to the save point, and what we're going to do is head back up the stairs and turn right this time. Now this doesn't lead to anything mandatory, but it will get us some items. So this is our final swimming section for now. There is an optional area where we'll be swimming later, but that's a ways away. You don't have to worry about that. So let's get this sphere grid stuff done and dusted. Move Yuna down. So there again, we're looking at quick pockets, but there's way too much in the way of it to get it now. It's just not worth hanging around for. Eventually we'll be able to move around the sphere grid just 99 steps at a time, like it's no big deal. So I'm not going to worry too much about leaving things behind, and neither should you. So swimming over this way, whoa, if you can get out of the water, leads us to those chests we saw earlier. This one has the recovery ring, which is what it is. It has HP scroll. HP scroll will restore your hit points as you walk around. It does it very slowly, but it's an interesting piece of equipment to have. And we get the return sphere. Another useful thing to have. So now we can... yeah, that was what I cut out. That bit. So now we're going to go back to the save sphere for a... what, the 4th time? Yeah, I think the 4th time. And now we're going to head left again, back towards the first trial of Gagazet. But first I have to show you this Mandragora. Simple enough enemy, they can cast status effects, very easy to kill with an Aeon. They don't have that much health as it is. They take huge damage from Firaga. You know, don't be afraid of a Mandragora. You can take them. You fought Ochus before, you can handle those guys. Now that hole that was there at the start of the video has been filled in, and we can cross it to get Pep Talk. Pep Talk for Waka, I believe. Has SOS, Null Blaze, Null Frost, Null Shock. If they weren't SOS, it might be useful. They are SOS. But you could probably sell it for a lot. You know. SOS abilities like that, obviously, they only come into play once you're onto yellow health. Like, emergency health. Like, I have SOS regen on Lulu's equipment, and that has pulled my ass out of the fire a couple of times. But it's not as good as, say, auto regen would be. We always have regen. Or auto haste being one of the best abilities in the game, where you just start the battle with haste. So now we're leaving the cave. Who will?
Fiends to test our summoner's strength.
Who has, Oran?
Who is she?
Unaleska.
Unaleska.
Lady Unaleska.
If you've played the game before,
Zanarkand, she awaits
that is a
the
name that
arrival
would
of
send
strongest.
shivers down your spine.
She is still alive?
Where Seymour Flux is seen as like
As
the
much
first
as
hard
Micah
boss.
And Seymour.
Unaleska is definitely the hardest
I
boss
see.
in the story mode.
Lost your nerve.
Everything after her
No.
seems easy because of how annoying she
Nothing
is.
frightens me now.
But nothing frightens Una now, so we're going to go right ahead,
Proud.
get after him.
I must not let him down.
Cool. Now we're just gonna... Woo! We gotta do some sphere grid and then I'm gonna save, and that'll be the end of this video. We will be fighting a boss as soon as we leave the cave. He's not too hard, but he can inflict a lot of status effects on you. So, if you want to go ahead and fight him before the next video gets out, well, aren't you impatient? But I don't blame you. Just bear in mind you can cast Reflect on him, which stops him from healing himself, and to wear some status effect preventing armor. He will use Curse on you, which stops you from using your overdrives as well. As far as I know, you can't block against the Curse, but just be aware of it. Now I'm going to use 2 HP spheres and that natural HP sphere there to increase Tidus's HP by 800 points in one fell swoop, because I noticed he has less hit points than Riku at the moment. And this seems to fix that a little bit. He's oddly low on HP. I don't remember him being like that, but I guess that's how it is. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next episode of The Guide.